You okay over there, my love? Dexter? My little baby. If you have the calendar behind, so shiny and smooth. Hello gang, hello friends, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing well. Are you doing well? I hope this video finds you well. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. It's day 2 of our Advent Accent adventure. By day 24 I'll have nailed that. So we're going to be opening door number 2 in our Madam Glam Advent calendar. If you don't have your Advent calendar this year, then don't worry, you can still do these designs with any products. But if you do, I hope you've waited. Have you? Let me know. Have you been a good girl? Are you on the good list or the naughty list? I'm on the naughty list. Behind door number 2 is another full-sized bottle of... We had base coat yesterday. If you want to see yesterday's video, go and watch it. And I hope you let me know what you are getting on the days compared to what I'm getting. In case we're getting different things, I need to know. So in number 2, we have a full-size top coat. A full-size top coat. I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. You can never have too much base and top coats. And a full-size one, fantastic. You just always need them all the time for base coating, top coating, for designs, or sometimes I'll make jelly polishes by adding a bit of colour to base coat. So it gets used all the time, not just for its intended purpose. So I thought today we're going to do some more glitter designs, and then just to show how nice the top coat is, we'll top coat them. So we're going to buff them and then top coat, which we did yesterday, but that was about applying the glitter into base coat. So now we're just going to do something that's going to be satisfying to top. Oh, I love topping buffed glitter. To start with 2 green nails. I think one of them I'm going to do full glitter. So I'm going to do 2 green nails with 2 coats. So here is our second coat. And I'm going to burnish the glitter. Now you don't really need a second coat when burnishing, but I think you should always have at least 2 colour coats because your manicure will last longer. You know, it's going to give it more strength. Right, cure. Now, one of those I'm only going to cure for 30 seconds. Because this brand green cures for a minute, I want to half cure it because I'm going to burnish, and you want a tacky layer for burnishing. So even though you do get a tacky layer after it's had a full cure, I like it just to be safe, just to make it really tacky. So when you burnish, it's when you put glitter onto a tacky layer and then you rub it in, just gently. Don't be violent. You rub it in, and then as you rub it in, I can picture it like zoomed in my brain. The glitter, let's say glitter pieces are tiny hexagons in shape. They're lining up perfectly, and then you get just one layer of glitter. So anything that hasn't stuck obviously rubs off, and then you dust it. I'll show you obviously, but it gives kind of like a thin metal jacket to the nail. It's one layer thickness of glitter. It's not like when we poured it onto the base coat yesterday, or we pat it in to fade it. It's you're rubbing, and anything that's not sticking to the tacky layer is coming off. So it's almost, do you know, does that make sense? I hope so. So I'm taking this glitter, which is from a company that doesn't exist anymore, I'm afraid. Excuse my nails. This hand's fine, I've had to cut them short, but this is my hand that just gets a bit battered with work. Now we're going to pour this glitter over the tacky layer. I probably should have used a darker green. Right, then we're going to tap off. Tappy tap tap, tap taparoo. Make sure all of it's covered. And then we're going to press the glitter in. I'm missing a bit at the bottom. On you go. Press it in. This is only going to work with fine glitters. You can't rub in a big chunky glitter. So making sure it's all pressed in firmly, and then very, 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 I've just had to run up and down the stairs, that's why I'm out of breath. Lightly burnish this. Very lightly rub it in. I'm not pushing down on it, I'm just resting, actually not even that much weight. Just holding it so it's on it and just lightly going round in little circles. And you'll notice little bits like this. They're the bits that we're going to dust off. And then make sure we go all the way round. Rub-a-dub-dub. And then we can dust off anything that hasn't stuck. Oh, I've forgotten to press it there. Let's see if we can fix that. I think the green I've used doesn't leave much of a tacky layer. Should have used a different one, but never mind. Press that in and then dust. If you want, you can just press and dust, but I like to give it a little bit of a rub in so you can see how smooth that is now, hopefully, because it's just one glitter thick, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to pop that aside for a sec because I want to top them together. When you've burnished a really fine glitter, it doesn't need top buff top or double top. Sometimes I do, depending on what mood I'm in, but I think today I'll just do a single top. So with this next one, I'm going to wipe and buff because I want to burnish in a certain area, so we don't want it to stick everywhere. So we wipe and buff. And then I'm taking the same green and I'm going to do some stripes. Just a few. Start in the centre. I think it's always nice to start stripes in the centre so that, I don't know, so there's one in the centre. It's just aesthetically pleasing. That's not straight. Maybe I should have done diagonal stripes like a candy cane, but we'll get to that. We've got plenty more to get through this month. Right, one, and I'm not going to flash this because I want them all to have the same amount of time curing. I don't want them to sort of have different cure times and one be more tacky than the other. So I want to get my stripes on all in one go. So I have to be careful. Oh no! That was not the right time to say that. I jinxed myself. Okay. Are we good? Are we good? And one more here. So we're going to half cure this. I think actually I might give it 20 seconds instead of 30 because this green doesn't leave a particularly tacky layer. So I want to make sure that it does. We need to have that tacky layer. And the reason we've wiped and buffed is so that the next step it's only going to stick to the tacky bits. So we'll give that 20 seconds. Okay, now we can pour this all over. We don't need to worry that it's going to stick to our other bits because we have wiped and buffed. Give them a tap and then press. Press, and then a gentle burnish. Just gently, softly, softly. Oh, see, there's still not much of a tacky layer at the top of this green. Let's really press it in there. Press, press, press. Maybe I won't do the circular motions. I might just dust. Don't think this green tacky layer is tacky enough to handle a burnish. So then we have our burnish stripes. Now we can do the best part. We're going to top it, and because it is so flat when you've burnished, because you have to do it with a fine glitter, we can top it without buffing and topping. I'm going to give it another quick dust over to make sure there's no bits that are loose. And like yesterday, I'm going to float the top coat. Oh, so good. So the brush isn't pressing into the nail. There's gel between the brush and the nail at all times. Oh, that's good. How have I not worn this glitter before? It's amazing. Oh, look at the shiny top coat. And you can see from the light line that it's not overly wiggly, and it's going to be smooth once we've cured it. Give this a little extra brush as well. If there are any bits that are out of place, you can just scratch them away. They're not stuck to it. They're just misbehaving. Right. Okay. And we float. Floaty light. Ooh! I do like some matte designs, and I do a lot. If you've watched any of my videos before, you'll see I do a lot of sets that have a mix of matte and shiny. But can you beat shiny? I don't know that you can. So I've disturbed some glitter, so I'm just going to poke it in. And because this Madam Glam top coat is a nice sort of creamy consistency, it's just going to spring back. So I'm going to poke those back into the lines, and the polish will just spring back and level out. Oh, you thought you got away with it. I see you. Into the lamp. I think because today's product was top coat, I'm going to buff and top again. Even though it doesn't need it, because it is a creamy one, so it's gone over the flat glitter without leaving any sort of graininess or bumps. But I really, I just want to. It's so satisfying, so I'm going to buff them and then we'll top them again, just because it will be nice to look at. Something to feast your eyes on. Okay, so we've buffed, and let's top. Yes. This top coat's thicker than the one I used to use, and I love it. It's almost halfway between sort of a regular thin gel polish top coat and a rubber one. It's just a really nice consistency. Yes, 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 yes. And this one. Oh my goodness me. Right. Let's not get carried away and spend 20 minutes just staring at it. Yes. Okay. Oh, into the lamp. Look at... Nice, smooth, super duper shiny. Yes. I like the stripes. What do you think? I should have done it in black and white, like a humbug. Not a humbug. Are they called humbugs? Yes. I hope you like them. Let me know what you think in the comments. Dexter's not overly enthused by it. And if you have the advent calendar, let me know what you got behind door number 2. And come back tomorrow to join me for day 3 of our Advent Accent Adventure. Advent Accent Adventure. Okay. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.